Team USA's dominance era is ending.
Wow.
The world is catching up, but I think the sheer volume of talent in the US is so much higher. The gap's still huge.
2019, Team USA finished 7th. Then 2023 World Cup, they actually finished 4th, behind Canada, by the way. So after that disappointing result, you got all your Avengers squad assembled. And with that super talented squad, struggled against Serbia, close game against France. We're talking about the best that US had.
Americans play for themselves, Europeans play for the team. A lot of the Americans that are brought to Europe are there to fill that role. So from the outside, it looks okay. They're playing for themselves because they're putting up stats, because they're taking a lot of risks. They were recruited for that reason. Mike James is there to take those end of shot clock shots. He's there to take the isolations. That doesn't mean they're not playing for the team. Like my first time playing Champions League, I was expecting, I'm just gonna have the ball the whole time. And I was in the corner, expected to be a knockdown shooter. And I remember I'd have games where I'd take 3 shots and I was like, I feel like I can help the team more.
She got highs and lows. She said, yeah, I know. Wish I can make it easier. I can. I just know right and wrong. And I know I'm wrong.
Oh. Today we are going on a day trip to the Lithuanian capital of Vilnius. See, we got Carly, her pregnant belly, the 2 pups. On the docket for today, we have a podcast with Basket News. Then we're gonna go try Lithuanian food, and then we're gonna explore the city a little bit. So fun day ahead, experiencing some Lithuanian culture, and I'm especially excited about talking with the Basket News guys about some of the differences between European and American basketball styles and all that sorts of stuff. So gonna be a fun day, and again, this is the last week that we get to spend here in Lithuania, so trying to make the most of it. So hope you guys enjoy.
What's up, Trey?
Let's do it. All right, take a look at the Basket News headquarters. You got the Lithuanian Sabonis legends. Ilgauskas, but you guys didn't even know he was Lithuanian. Getting ready for the podcast. Super stoked on this. If you guys don't know, a little backstory. Basket News is like essentially the sports center information hub for Lithuanian basketball, European basketball in general. They cover the EuroLeague, Euro Cup, all the leagues. And the coolest part is Lithuanian has a rich basketball culture, and Basket News is kind of the place that fans that flame. So it's where everyone gets their information, the news, what's happening. Yeah, it's gonna be cool. Excited to do this. Excited to talk a little American versus European basketball. So let's get to it. Now we go downstairs to the dungeon where the podcast studio is. I'll walk slow with my knee.
Yeah, a little bit more.
Oh, there we go. Nice setup.
Not copied from anyone.
Disagree, strongly disagree, strongly agree. All right, this is sweet. Got the Kobe bobblehead. Six.
That's actually LeBron, I think. Where's the Kobe?
24.
Oh, okay.
But 6 on the Knicks? Who's this?
Porzingis.
Oh, Porzingis.
Yeah.
Sweet. Fenerbahce jersey. Team USA. Oh, this is set up to make it a USA versus Europe.
Yeah.
That's
For
perfect.
a while with these cameras, never done
Oh,
this.
it's FX30, right? You have the same camera at home.
Let's go.
Nice.
My name is Gytis, and I'm a European basketball content creator.
And my name's Trey, and I've been playing professional basketball in Europe for 7 years as an American.
Okay, Trey, let's see
we
where
go.
we agree and where we disagree in
Here
these
we go.
debates. Maybe we find some common ground.
This one feels personal. Americans play for themselves, Europeans play for the team. Okay. well,
I feel like you're gonna disagree anyways, but I don't know. Like, it's a bait statement.
for
honestly.
sure a bait statement.
Yeah.
So I think if we look at Americans in Europe, a lot of the Americans that are brought to Europe are there to fill that role of having high responsibility, high volume, high usage. So from the outside, it looks okay. They're playing for themselves because they're putting up stats, because they're taking a lot of risks, but they were recruited for that reason. And so I think them being selfish is not inherently selfish. It's for the team to succeed. This is their role. Mike James is there to take shots. He's there to take those end of shot clock shots. He's there to take the isolations. that doesn't mean they're not playing for the team.
I agree with you, and obviously I wouldn't agree just because of there is a difference, I think, between European players and American players in terms of expectations. When you are an American who comes over as this, in that role that you just described, as a scorer or whatever the role is that you're playing a lot, let's say, and then let's say the team needs you to sit out. I feel like the European players can take that much better than any American players. I feel like then a lot of feelings start coming up from Americans who don't feel like they shouldn't be playing. They feel like they should be on the court. And I think in Europe, since we have this win first, team first mentality, and that comes back to, like you said, the development back in the AAU scene versus European way of bringing players up in basketball. I think in Europe, it's about if your team wins, that's a good result. In AAU scene, if you put up a great stat line, if you had a highlight reel dunk, then it's, the success is there. So I think that's where the difference is a little bit. Of course, everyone wants to win at the highest level, but I think just mentality-wise, I think why do we have, stars in the US and we don't really consider European players stars here? Now, when the Europeans who are really talented like Luka or Jokic went to the US, they became stars. But in Europe, we don't necessarily call them stars. It's all about the team. How does the team perform? If the team loses and a player scores 30, nobody cares. If the team loses but a player is scoring 30 in the NBA, I think they're still regarded as a star. They can be selected into the all-star team. All of those things matter way more. I think that's where the idea of selfish and not selfish come from.
I think more so, I would go strongly agree if we are talking about some of the lower leagues in Europe. It's a completely different dynamic. In the EuroLeague, you can play 18 minutes and average 7 points and be a very impactful player because you got to the level where how well you can play your role is the most important thing for individual success and team success. Now at the lower levels, when it's more crabs in a barrel, I do think an American will be quicker to try and climb out of the barrel and put up crazy stats because they know this is the only way to make more money.
Yeah.
But as you get to the higher levels in the EuroLeague, I think you see players getting more comfortable taking, one game they score 20, the next game they score 4, because they have the comfort of financial stability and these things. But I think this is skewed to a young American in Europe that doesn't have financial security that's trying to make it to that level. But I will say, I do agree with your point that it's harder for Americans that have a big role and responsibility to have a game where that's not their job. And I've had to even learn that myself as I've kind of climbed the ranks. Like my first time playing Champions League, I was expecting, I'm just going to have the ball the whole time. And I was in the corner, expected to be a knockdown shooter. And I remember I'd have games where I'd take 3 shots and I was angry.
Yeah.
Even if we'd win. And that was a thing I had to reflect on. I said, is this selfishness or what is this? And there is an ounce of selfishness, I won't lie. But it was also this, I feel like I can help the team more. More responsibility and role is also my way I think I can help the team.
Whenever we've seen players being frustrated or visibly, or audibly, let's say, speak out against the coach's decisions not to play someone, I feel like we're talking about Americans, not Europeans most of the time. Unless it's Luka. Luka maybe will do that, but that's a different case. Otherwise, who are the most humble guys in the NBA? I think it's Jokic. I think it's Giannis. Those guys. So,
yeah, I think because of the way the EuroLeague's structured, where every game matters, there is a priority on winning more than in America. So obviously you would be more happy for team success than personal success because of how important, and like you said, the reward for winning is higher in Europe compared to the reward for winning in America.
All right, Trey, thank you for showing up here.
Thank you for having me. I'm interested to see these comments if they think I'm an idiot or not. So we'll see. A big thank you to Gitas and the whole Basket News team. I had a blast doing this podcast, and I feel like we debated some very hot topics. I'm interested if you guys like this style of content, podcast, talk shows, etc. Let me know in the comments if you think I should do more of this type of stuff. If you guys want to watch this full video, I'll put the link in the description, and you guys can check it out. All right, let's get back to the day. I think that went good. I mean, it was fun. Podcasting's fun. Gidis is a great guy. It's fun to like kind of go back and forth on these different perspectives between how European, Lithuanian looks at basketball and how an American looks at basketball. So yeah, thanks for having me, Basket News, and let's go get some food. Look who it is. Hi, buddy. Are you a stray dog? Come here, come here, come here. Let's go get some food. Come here, baby. Come here. Hi, beautiful.
Hello.
Ben. Oh, you both made it. All right, we're gonna go get some Lithuanian food. Try some dishes that we've been wanting to try. I'm gonna make a whole separate video on it, but I'll still show you what we get and quick ratings. Excuse me. Excuse me. Take your little harness off. He said that the guy recording said it was good content, so. And they do podcasting for a living, so. Hey. This restaurant is very Lithuanian. We are very excited. All right, we made our decision.
I just like don't even like beef.
That's way better.
It's potato.
What in the world? What did we order? Oh boy. I feel like I need a shower, breath mints, and all the above after that.
Holy shit.
That was a 20-inch glizz dog down the hatch. Oh man, I love Lithuania. Babe, when that sausage came out, what went through your mind?
Nothing. I was just like, so.
That was the most diabolical sausage.
She came around the corner with
I had no idea that's what we ordered. That thing was legit 2 feet long of pure
and like
meat.
I couldn't react either.
No, because
It's like
I knew she was looking at us weird when we ordered that. It all makes sense now. That meal took a lot out of us. We were planning on walking around Vilnius.
I think I'd be waddling.
But yeah, with Carly's pregnancy and me in need of a bad shower after those meat sweats, I think we're gonna call it a day. Got one more week in Lithuania before we head home for her to have the baby and me to get healthy. If you're Lithuanian, thank you for having us in your country. I hope you guys have enjoyed seeing our unfiltered, uncensored reaction to your incredible culture. As always, get uncomfortable, live atypical. Cheers.
She got highs and lows. She said, yeah, I know. Wish I can make it easier. I cannot.